Discomfort is an inevitable part of life, and yet many people go to great lengths to avoid it. Whether it's staying in a job that no longer challenges them or avoiding difficult conversations, the tendency to seek comfort often comes at the cost of personal growth. But those who aspire to be mentally strong understand that discomfort is not the enemy. In fact, it is one of the most powerful catalysts for growth. Embracing discomfort is about shifting your mindset, seeing challenges not as obstacles to avoid but as opportunities to become stronger, wiser, and more resilient. When you embrace discomfort, you allow yourself to step outside of your comfort zone. The comfort zone, while safe and familiar, is also where progress stagnates. Within its confines, there is little room for growth because growth inherently requires change, and change is often uncomfortable. Whether you're learning a new skill, starting a new career, or pursuing a fitness goal, the initial discomfort you feel is a sign that you're stretching yourself in ways you haven't before. This is where mental toughness is built through the consistent act of pushing your boundaries, even when it's hard. One of the most valuable lessons that discomfort teaches us is resilience. When faced with adversity, mentally strong people don't shy away from the struggle. Instead, they face it head-on, knowing that the process of overcoming difficulty makes them stronger. Every time you persevere through a challenging situation, you gain the confidence and mental fortitude to tackle future challenges. You become less afraid of failure because you understand that setbacks are not the end, but merely a part of the journey. In this way, discomfort becomes a teacher, revealing your capacity to adapt and thrive, even in the face of hardship. There's also a profound sense of personal empowerment that comes with embracing discomfort. By voluntarily putting yourself in situations that challenge you, you take control of your personal development. This proactive approach fosters a mindset of growth rather than one of stagnation or avoidance. When you stop fearing discomfort, you start welcoming the lessons it offers. It's through this process that you unlock your full potential. Whether it's public speaking, tackling a new business venture, or engaging in difficult emotional conversations, discomfort is where real progress happens. Mentally strong individuals understand that the path to success is not linear or easy. It is filled with obstacles, setbacks, and moments of doubt, but it is precisely in these moments of discomfort that they find their strength. Each challenge they face becomes an opportunity to build resilience, improve self-awareness, and grow. Over time, they realize that their capacity to endure discomfort is far greater than they initially believed. In embracing discomfort, you learn to trust yourself more deeply. You begin to see challenges not as threats, but as stepping stones toward a better version of yourself. You stop running from difficult situations and instead face them with courage and curiosity. This shift in perspective is the foundation of mental strength. The more you expose yourself to discomfort, the more comfortable you become with the unknown, and the more resilient you are in the face of adversity. Discomfort is not something to be feared or avoided. It is a powerful tool for personal transformation. When you embrace it, you open the door to growth, resilience, and a deeper understanding of yourself. You become more capable of handling life's challenges and more confident in your ability to shape your own future. Emotions are a fundamental part of being human. They add depth to our experiences, inform our decisions, and allow us to connect with others on a deeper level. However, when emotions take control of our actions, they can lead us astray, clouding our judgment and causing impulsive reactions that we might later regret. One of the most important aspects of mental strength is learning how to control your emotions, rather than letting them control you. This doesn't mean suppressing or ignoring your feelings, but rather understanding them and responding in ways that serve your long-term goals and values. The first step in controlling your emotions is self-awareness. You need to recognize what you're feeling before you can respond to it in a productive way. Many people go through life reacting to their emotions without truly understanding them, which leads to impulsive behavior and often regret. For example, anger might cause someone to lash out at a loved one, or fear might prevent them from pursuing an important opportunity. By becoming more aware of your emotional triggers, you can start to notice patterns in your behavior and begin to break free from automatic responses. Once you're aware of your emotions, the next step is to practice emotional regulation. This involves finding healthy ways to cope with difficult emotions rather than being overwhelmed by them. When you feel an intense emotion like anger or frustration, it's easy to let it dictate your actions. But mentally strong people know how to take a step back, pause, and consider the best course of action. This doesn't mean denying your feelings, it means giving yourself the space to respond thoughtfully rather than reacting impulsively. Techniques like deep breathing, mindfulness, or simply counting to 10 before responding can help you regain control when emotions are running high. It's also important to understand that emotions are temporary. When we're in the grip of a powerful feeling, it can feel all-encompassing, as if it will last forever. But emotions, like waves, rise and fall. Mentally strong people remind themselves that even the most intense feelings will pass in time. This perspective allows them to endure emotional storms without making rash decisions. When you recognize that emotions are fleeting, you can let them flow through you without letting them derail your life. Controlling your emotions also means recognizing when to channel them into positive actions. Emotions like anger, frustration, or even sadness don't have to be destructive. In fact, they can be powerful motivators for change. Anger, when controlled, can inspire you to stand up for what's right. Sadness can deepen your empathy for others. By harnessing your emotions and directing them toward constructive ends, you turn potential weaknesses into sources of strength. Another key to controlling your emotions is separating your feelings from your identity. You are not your emotions. Just because you feel angry or anxious doesn't mean you are an angry or anxious person. By making this distinction, you gain a sense of control and perspective. You can acknowledge what you're feeling without letting it define you or dictate your actions. Controlling your emotions is about finding a balance. It's not about ignoring or suppressing your feelings, but learning how to navigate them in a way that aligns with your goals and values. It's about being able to experience emotions fully without being swept away by them. When you master this balance, you become more resilient, more focused, and more in control of your life.
Patience and persistence are two of the most powerful tools for achieving success and building mental strength. While we often celebrate rapid achievements and immediate results, the truth is that most meaningful accomplishments in life require time, effort, and the ability to keep going even when progress seems slow. Patience allows us to stay calm and focused over the long haul, while persistence gives us the tenacity to keep moving forward, even in the face of obstacles. Together, they form the foundation of lasting success. And the value of patience. Patience is the ability to endure difficult circumstances, delays, or challenges without becoming frustrated or anxious. It is a mindset that allows you to remain calm and collected, knowing that not everything worth having happens overnight. In a world that values instant gratification, patience is becoming increasingly rare, but it remains a crucial ingredient in achieving long-term goals. One of the greatest lessons that patience teaches us is that progress is often slow. Whether you are building a business, mastering a new skill, or working toward a personal goal, success rarely comes in a straight line. There will be ups and downs, moments of triumph, and periods of stagnation. When you are patient, you understand that these fluctuations are a natural part of the process, and you don't give up when things don't go your way immediately. Patience also helps us manage expectations. It's easy to set lofty goals and expect quick results, but when reality falls short of our expectations, we can become discouraged. Patience allows us to recalibrate our expectations and accept that real, meaningful change takes time. This mindset shift not only prevents frustration but also helps us stay focused on the long-term journey rather than getting distracted by short-term setbacks. In relationships, patience is equally essential. Whether in personal or professional settings, misunderstandings, disagreements, and frustrations are inevitable. Patience allows us to navigate these moments with grace and empathy, giving ourselves and others the space to grow and learn. It helps us avoid reacting impulsively or lashing out in anger. Instead, we can step back, consider the bigger picture, and respond in a way that fosters connection and resolution rather than division. The power of persistence. While patience helps us endure, persistence is what keeps us moving forward. Persistence is the determination to keep working toward a goal, even when it feels difficult or when progress seems slow. It's the refusal to give up, no matter how many obstacles are in the way. Persistence is often the difference between success and failure. Many people give up just before they're about to make a breakthrough, discouraged by how long the process is taking. But those who are persistent understand that setbacks are a natural part of any journey. They see each obstacle as an opportunity to learn and grow, rather than a reason to quit. This mindset allows them to push through difficulties and continue making progress, even when the path ahead is unclear. Take, for example, the story of Thomas Edison, who famously failed thousands of times before successfully inventing the light bulb. Edison's persistence is a testament to the fact that failure is not the end of the road, it's simply part of the process. Instead of seeing his failed experiments as defeats, he viewed them as valuable learning experiences that brought him closer to success. His determination to keep going, even in the face of repeated failures, is what ultimately led to his groundbreaking achievement. Persistence requires a strong sense of purpose. When you are clear about why you're pursuing a goal, it's easier to stay committed to it even when progress is slow or challenges arise. This sense of purpose acts as a compass, guiding you through difficult times and helping you maintain focus. When you have a deep connection to your why, you are more likely to persevere, no matter how long the journey takes. The synergy between patience and persistence. While patience and persistence are distinct qualities, they are most powerful when they work together. Patience allows you to remain calm and collected over time, accepting that success won't come immediately. Persistence, on the other hand, gives you the drive to keep moving forward, even when progress is slow. When combined, these qualities create an unstoppable force that enables you to achieve great things. Imagine you're planting a garden. Patience is the understanding that the seeds you plant today won't sprout tomorrow. You need to water them consistently, provide sunlight, and wait for the natural growth process to unfold. But persistence is the act of tending to that garden every day, even when it seems like nothing is happening. You continue to care for the plants, trusting that with time and effort they will grow. Without patience, you might give up too soon, frustrated by the lack of immediate results. Without persistence, the plants might wither because they didn't receive the consistent care they needed. Together, patience and persistence ensure that your garden will eventually thrive. Overcoming challenges. Of course, practicing patience and persistence is easier said than done, especially in the face of challenges. There will be times when frustration, doubt, or fatigue sets in. In these moments, it's important to remember that the path to success is rarely smooth. Every obstacle you encounter is an opportunity to build resilience and strengthen your resolve. One common challenge is the temptation to compare your progress to others. In today's world of social media and instant updates, it's easy to feel like everyone else is moving faster or achieving more. But comparison is the enemy of patience. It creates unrealistic expectations and fosters feelings of inadequacy. Instead of focusing on what others are doing, concentrate on your own journey. Everyone's path is different, and success looks different for each person. By staying focused on your own goals and progress, you can maintain the patience and persistence needed to reach your destination. Another challenge is burnout. When you're working tirelessly toward a goal without seeing immediate results, it's natural to feel exhausted or disheartened. In these moments, it's essential to practice self-care and give yourself permission to rest. Persistence doesn't mean pushing yourself to the point of exhaustion. It means continuing to move forward, but also recognizing when you need to recharge. By taking care of your physical and mental well-being, you ensure that you have the energy and stamina to keep going in the long run. Cultivating patience and persistence. Like any skill, patience and persistence can be cultivated through practice. Start by setting realistic goals and breaking them down into smaller, manageable steps. This helps prevent overwhelm and makes it easier to see progress over time. Celebrate small victories along the way and remind yourself that every step forward is bringing you closer to your goal. Develop a mindset of growth and learning. Instead of viewing challenges as failures, see them as opportunities to learn and improve. This shift in perspective makes it easier to stay persistent even when things don't go as planned. Remember that every setback is a chance to grow, and that persistence is about continuing to learn and adapt. Finally, practice mindfulness and self-awareness. When you find yourself feeling frustrated or impatient, take a step back and acknowledge your feelings without letting them control your actions. Mindfulness allows you to observe your emotions without getting swept up in them, making it easier to maintain patience and stay focused on the bigger picture. Conclusion. Patience and persistence are essential qualities for anyone who wants to achieve meaningful success and develop mental strength. While the road to success may be long and filled with challenges, those who practice patience can endure the journey without becoming disheartened. Meanwhile, persistence gives them the strength to keep moving forward, even when progress is slow. By cultivating these qualities, you not only increase your chances of success, but also become more resilient, focused, and capable of handling life's challenges with grace and determination. In life, there are countless things outside of our control. We can't dictate the actions of others, prevent unexpected events, or guarantee specific outcomes in every situation. Yet, so much of our energy is often spent worrying about these uncontrollable aspects of life, which can lead to stress, anxiety, and frustration. The secret to becoming mentally strong is learning to focus on what you can control rather than wasting time and energy on things that are beyond your influence. By adopting this mindset, you free yourself from the burden of trying to manage the uncontrollable and instead empower yourself to take charge of your actions, thoughts, and responses. The first and most important step in this process is recognizing the distinction between what you can and cannot control. This sounds simple, but it requires a deep level of awareness and honesty with yourself. Many times we confuse the desire for control with actual control. For instance, you can't control how other people behave, but you might try to manipulate situations or people to get the outcomes you want. When these efforts inevitably fail, frustration sets in. This frustration often stems from an unrealistic expectation that you can influence things that are, in reality, beyond your reach. What then are the things you can control? The list is surprisingly short but immensely powerful. You can control your actions, your thoughts, your attitudes, your effort, and your reactions to circumstances. These are the areas where you have the most influence, and by focusing on them, you create the foundation for personal growth and resilience. One of the most important areas of control is your thoughts. How you think shapes your reality. Your mindset, the way you interpret events and situations, has a profound impact on your emotional state and your ability to handle challenges. While you can't always control the initial thoughts that pop into your mind, you can control how you respond to them. Instead of letting negative or fearful thoughts spiral out of control, you can challenge them, reframe them, and choose more empowering perspectives. For example, imagine you've just faced a setback at work, like being passed over for a promotion. Your initial thought might be, "I'm not good enough," or "I'll never succeed." While these thoughts are natural, they're not helpful. A mentally strong person recognizes this and shifts their thinking. This is just one setback. What can I learn from this? And how can I improve for next time? By taking control of your thoughts, you shift from a victim mentality to a mindset of growth and opportunity. In addition to controlling your thoughts, you also have control over your actions. While external circumstances may be unpredictable, how you respond to them is entirely within your control. You may not be able to control whether you lose a job, but you can control how you respond to that loss, whether you wallow in self-pity or take proactive steps to find new opportunities. You can't always control how others treat you, but you can control how you react, whether you respond with anger and resentment or choose to address the situation calmly and constructively. By focusing on your actions, you take responsibility for your life. This sense of responsibility is empowering because it shifts the focus from what's happening to you to what you can do about it. Rather than feeling helpless in the face of challenges, you realize that you always have a choice in how you respond. This realization is the cornerstone of mental strength. It gives you the confidence to face adversity because you know that no matter what happens, you have the power to choose your next steps. Another important aspect of focusing on what you can control is managing your effort. While you can't always control outcomes, you can control the amount of effort you put into a situation. This principle is particularly important when striving for long-term goals. You might not be able to guarantee success in every endeavor, but you can control how much time, energy, and dedication you put into it. This focus on effort over outcomes helps you stay motivated and persistent, even when results are slow to materialize. Effort is also key in relationships. You can't control how others feel about you, but you can control how much effort you put into being kind, communicative, and understanding. By focusing on being the best version of yourself rather than trying to control or change others, you build healthier and more fulfilling relationships. You shift from trying to manipulate outcomes to fostering genuine connections, which leads to more authentic and stable relationships. Managing your attitude is another powerful way to focus on what you can control. Life is unpredictable and challenges are inevitable. But no matter what happens, you can choose your attitude in response to those challenges. You can decide to face difficulties with optimism and resilience, or you can choose to be overwhelmed by them. This choice shapes your entire experience. Mentally strong people choose to maintain a positive attitude even in the face of adversity. They understand that while they can't control everything that happens, they can control how they interpret and react to it. One famous example of controlling attitude comes from Viktor Frankl, a Holocaust survivor and psychiatrist who wrote about his experiences in Nazi concentration camps. Frankl observed that, despite the horrific conditions, some people manage to maintain a sense of purpose and dignity. He concluded that while we cannot always control our circumstances, we can control our attitude toward them. This freedom to choose our response, even in the worst situations, is a powerful tool for mental strength. Focusing on what you can control also means letting go of things you cannot. This doesn't mean you stop caring about outcomes or other people's actions. It means you stop wasting energy trying to control the uncontrollable. When you let go of things beyond your control, you free up mental and emotional resources to focus on what truly matters: your own actions, thoughts, and responses. Letting go of control is often easier said than done, especially if you're someone who thrives on certainty or likes to plan every detail. But the reality is that uncertainty is a part of life. The sooner you accept this, the more peace of mind you will have. You learn to adapt, to be flexible, and to respond to life's challenges without becoming overwhelmed by them. This adaptability is a key aspect of mental strength because it allows you to remain resilient in the face of change and uncertainty. And learning to focus on what you can control also helps reduce stress and anxiety. Much of the stress people experience comes from worrying about things outside their control, what others think of them, potential future outcomes, or past events that can't be changed. By shifting your focus to the present moment and what you can actively influence, you release much of this unnecessary tension. You stop obsessing over what ifs and instead concentrate on what you can do here and now to improve your situation. In conclusion, focusing on what you can control is a fundamental principle of mental strength. It allows you to navigate life's challenges with resilience, optimism, and a sense of empowerment. By taking control of your thoughts, actions, attitude, and effort, you become the author of your own life story. You let go of the need to control external events and instead focus on what you can do to shape your own experiences. This shift in mindset not only reduces stress and anxiety, but also helps you stay grounded and focused on the things that truly matter.